Hey there, it's Brittany, and I'm back with a really fast video about some earrings. We're going to make some earrings using some of my art beads that I've made. I will be selling the art beads that I'm showing today, or artisan beads, whatever you want to call them. We're going to be using this cute little mustard cat. Isn't he adorable? I love him. My friends have told me that they're obsessed with him. And we're also going to be using this hand-painted swirl cactus that I made myself. This is going to be the 2024 Turquoise.Street Beads pendant of the year for Tucson. So I'm making these as the Tucson memorabilia for Turquoise.Street this year. I might take pre-orders on this because I can only make so many at a time. And if you're interested in a pre-order, I might put that on my site. My site's not open yet. I don't have an ETA, but you all will know as soon as I know. But I will be selling these separately. So per piece, this will come in a pair because some people, might be a little bit big for an earring. Actually, they're like similar sizes, but this might be a little bit big for an earring for some people. It's super lightweight, way less weight than a regular earring would be. This is just about 2¼ inches tall and about 1/4 inch. Well, no, that's wider there. Almost an inch wide at the widest point. And then here's what it is in centimeters. So about 5.5 centimeters long. So 55 millimeters. And then at the widest point, it is approximately 25 millimeters. So I will be selling these. They will be selling separately, and I can only make so many. So once those sell out, I might do pre-order. If they sell out, they might not sell out. And then the cats as well will be sold as pairs. Okay. Once the ones I've made have sold out, I might do pre-orders. And then right now, I think I'm only going to do the mustard, but I might do other colors depending on if there's a demand. There might not be a demand at all. Who knows? You never know what goes on, right? So we're going to make a really easy stacked pair of earrings using the cat. It's almost going to look like he has a hat on in just a moment. I went bead shopping in my bead room and picked out these beads. I have an African polka dot bead. I just love black, white, and mustard together. So I really wanted this glass polka dot bead. I picked out a stone bead. I don't know what kind of stone this is. It might just be dyed magnesite. I have a Czech melon, small green Czech melon. I have a Java or gooseberry bead in black and white, or black and gray stripes. And then I have a sheriff star, a small brass spacer, and an antique brass ear wire. I'm also using 22 gauge wire in antique brass finish. Hopefully by now you will have seen my challenge earrings for the crimped challenge. If not, they're going to be very soon after this video comes out. But if you haven't, check out our crimped group on Facebook. I'm not going to curl this. I'm going to just put it through. There's a hole already at the top. And then I am going to just wire wrap that wire in there. I always use too much wire. My goodness, there's no way this little guy's going to need all this wire. Okay, so I'm going to move that guy back. Sorry, it's hard doing this on camera most of the time. And then wrap it around twice. You can use a jump ring too if you want, if you don't want to wire wrap here. But I like the look it gave me. I don't know why I'm having so much trouble here. Some days you wrap the wire and some days it wraps you. Okay. One wrap. I promise I didn't have this many problems with the test earring I made. All right, we'll get that around. Maybe a thicker gauge wouldn't be so difficult, but You don't really want a really thick gauge. And then I'm just going to snip that in the back. Now we have our wire attached. It's not very straight. There we go. And I'm just going to pile on my beads. I'm going to put on my African bead, my sheriff star, my green stone, my gooseberry, my spacer, and then my melon. He's so cute. It just looks like a cat with a really funky hat on. A really funky cat with a really funky hat. And then I am just going to wire wrap that all. Go like that. And then I'm going to turn that loop sideways and then just wire wrap. Now you can paint these, you can stain them, you can dye them, you can use alcohol ink on them, whatever you want. This guy is going to be one of the very few that aren't hand painted by me in my shop. We have a lot of stuff going in there. Unfortunately, a lot of it's going to be very limited and not made to order because it takes a long time to make a lot of this stuff. All right, so there is my cat stack. He's so cute. And then I am going to slip him on to my ear wire. He's just the cutest little cat with a hat on. I love him. Now, looking at my camera, the color's a little off, which is funny because when I take pictures, the color's not off. So the color will be fully represented, hopefully. I mean, screens may vary, but the color is a true like mustard yellow. It's just a little off in the video screen that I'm looking at. So I hope you enjoy those. Aren't they super cute? I love them. So funky. One of my favorite things is seeing people wear like really interesting earrings and jewelry in Tucson, and I could just picture a really cool funky lady wearing those in Tucson. Unfortunately, I don't wear earrings, so I can't wear them. Next, we're going to be making this into an earring. I got out a Czech glass melon, and I actually originally wanted it to go with the cap, but then I decided to go with green. It's a contrasting color. So then I was like, oh, that yellow looks really good. Almost looks like the sun or something above our saguaro cactus. So I got out 2 copper or antique copper bead caps and an ear wire, and then I have that same wire but in antique copper, and it's 22 gauge again. Same exact principle. I feel like with art beads you don't really have to do much to make them look cool. Sometimes I go overboard though. Depending on what my mood is. If you've seen the challenge video, you know what I'm talking about. If that's not out yet, you will know what I'm talking about. I'm going to just pull that up, pull my wire around. Why was it so much easier on this one? Doing the exact same thing that I just did on the cat. Ridiculous. And then we'll cut that in the back. I got to tell you, working and making these beads just makes me so happy. That's also part of the reason why there won't be a ton of the same bead all at the same time, because I cannot stand making the same thing over and over and over again. And that's the problem with when I sold jewelry. There were like fan favorites, and so I had to make the same stuff over and over again, and I stopped because I was just burnt out. I love that I can make like 1 cactus and then move on, or I can make 10. It just depends on how I feel that day. That's why I'm hesitant to do made to order or pre-orders, but I will do a certain amount and then that's it. I will point out these are hand painted. So yes, most of the time I do a really great job of painting them, but here's a little slip. You know, there's a little bit of turquoise inside the cactus. So if that's not your thing, hand painted beads aren't for you, that's totally fine. Okay, so I'm just gonna add on my glass bead, my 2 bead caps, and I'm just gonna do the exact same thing I did on the cat. Now, if you've ever worked with polymer clay before, you'll know it's super easy to drill you can hang another bead here. You could glue. I wouldn't really glue to polymer clay unless you're using like Loctite or something. And sometimes even that is really tough to get to stay on. Polymer clay is a polymer and it moves and, you know, it's bendy. After a while, even E6000 will stop sticking to it. It'll just come off because it's not porous. It's a completely sealed object. It's not going to stick to, E6000 doesn't stick to polymer clay for very long, very well. So I would say if you're going to hang a bead or get a bead on here somewhere, I would drill a hole through it, which is totally easy. Super, you can probably do it without a drill. But sorry, I'm off track. And then we're just going to open up our ear wire. Goldie hair is abundant here. I will try my best not to get one in your package if you purchase a bead from me. And then here is our, oh my gosh, these are so cute. Our Swaro earrings. Now I will actually have this pair of earrings for sale in the shop as well as these. Once we go live, there's going to be, it's always going to be different. I'm never going to carry the exact same things all the time. I want it to be eclectic. I want it to be fun, and you never know what you're going to get, and get your hands on it when you can, right? So when I come back from Tucson, I will also show you some things that are going to go in there that I've purchased in Tucson. If you have suggestions of things that you want to see from Tucson, please leave those in the comments. Let me know what you think about these art beads, these two fantastic pairs of earrings. They both make me so happy, and I hope somebody that really is going to cherish them gets their hands on them. So thanks for watching. Stay tuned for Goldie. She's super cute. Bye-bye. You ignoring me because the camera's in your face? Like always?